When I first got divorced, it was the hardest part of my life. I didn't have anything. I didn't have no car. I had to start over. I literally had to sell my car. Me and my kids got on a flight with 4 suitcases and my dog, and I had to start over. I ended up having to move back with my parents. Me and my kids was sleeping in a queen size bed, all 4 of us. I was ashamed. I had to get on food stamps, and I literally had to start over. I was embarrassed. I was like, Lord, what am I going to do? I'm out here in this world. I got 3 kids. What do? I don't know. I don't even know where to begin. And I look at my life now, even though I'm not where I want to be yet, I'm grateful for the experience, and I'm grateful for where he has brought me from, y'all. Do you understand me? I almost lost my mind. I'm telling y'all, I know what you're going through. I almost lost my mind. It was times that I contemplated suicide and everything. And God has done so much in my life. And I just want to encourage y'all, like, you're going to make it through it. He brought me through it. Love y'all.
Hey everyone, welcome to my channel, She Rises Again. My name is Jaslyn, and this here is my very first video, and today I want to talk about something that's incredibly personal to me, and that is divorce and the journey of moving through it all. To me, separation and divorce is one of the hardest things I've ever had to face. It's more than just the end of a relationship. It's the unraveling of dreams, plans, and it's even been my sense of self. While going through this, I felt the ground had been pulled from under me. And I just want to say to anyone going through a divorce or a difficult separation, I want you to know that it's okay to feel broken. But just know that you are not broken beyond repair. You have the power to rise again stronger and more resilient than you've ever been before. And so now let's check out these videos of people who have experienced the pain and divorce and their journey to rebuild their lives. And after the videos, I will talk about my journey and how I'm continuing to go through this completely new, in which I never would have imagined, period of my life. So please like, subscribe, and share this video with anyone that you feel may need a little encouragement today.
I told myself that I wasn't going to talk about my divorce online because I wanted to respect people's privacy. But I feel like I'm going insane. I have been separated for less than a month. And it is just obstacle after obstacle after obstacle. And I appreciate all the love and support that I am getting from my friends, from my family, from people who barely know me, from my lawyers. Like, I'm grateful. But what I think people don't realize is, like, if you are not in the divorce, so like all my friends and my family, whatever, like, their lives continue. And I'm over here drowning, struggling to breathe, crying all the time, feeling so angry, feeling like this 24/7. And my life has to continue too. And I'm getting up in the morning and I'm doing the best I can because that's life. I'm a 30-year-old, like, I'm an adult. I have a big girl job. That's just how it works. But I feel like I am screaming, and I'm like back here screaming, and everybody else has continued walking forward and they can't hear me anymore. And it's not their fault. The anger that I feel right now is not their fault. I just want this to be done. I want this to be over because I feel like I'm losing my mind. And each day, there's a new thing that I have to deal with.
The hardest part about divorce is you are grieving not only the life you thought you were going to have, you are grieving this situation.
All of it.
Divorce is like is death. You have to grieve it, but you also have to live. There's no ending to this, while still making sure that I don't uproot my children, you know, trying to make sure that they have stability and grounding, and it has to come from me. But I can't give them that if I'm not grounded in my word, if I'm not grounded in my faith, if I'm not stable in my soul and my mind. The fact that I'm not in jail or girl, what? The fact that I'm not in jail or in a psych ward because of what I've dealt with in the last 3 years, that's all glory to God. And I wish I was being funny. The fact that I'm able to sit here and build the empire that I've built and done all the work that I've done, that is all God. Because I should have lost my darn mind.
Everything.
And what's crazy is I did. I lost everything.
I am trying to keep it all together, but I don't know if I can. There are good days and there are bad days. And the bad days just makes me feel like everything is falling apart. And there's nothing I can do about it. And I just want this feeling to go away. I don't want to keep feeling like this. I wish I could just erase this memory. I'm tired. I'm tired of I just want to see my dad. I don't know what to do anymore. I just wish this feeling would go away. I wish I could make it stop. Just some way, somehow. Just erase my memory. Just go into some forgotten world. I just want to be at peace.
All my divorce mamas, listen up, okay? Sometimes we get into this idea after we get divorced, and as we're getting divorced, the trauma and pain and hurt and fighting and lawyers and blah, blah, blah gets so much that we're like, we will never be happy again. I have zero hope. I don't even understand. Like, I got out of this marriage because it was terrible. I don't think I'm ever going to be happy again anyway. Like, this is not worth it. This sucks. 3 things. First of all, do not place your happiness and idea of future happiness on current circumstances. You are in complete control of your own happiness. Let me repeat that. You are in complete control of your own happiness, and current circumstances are temporary. They will not be here in a year. They will not be here in 5 years, 10 years, 20 years. And you are bound to be happy. You are wired to create peace and happiness in your life. That's why this relationship ended, is to create future happiness. But it's going to get worse before it gets better. It's going to be hard as you unpeel those layers of trauma and forgiveness and anger and figuring out who you are, and all of this compounded. It's going to be harder before it gets better. That is a promise, but it will get better. Number 2, I once had a mentor that told me that happiness is at the intersection of gratitude and growth. Okay. So I know right now you're like, the last thing I can be is grateful. I'm not going to sit down and make a gratitude journal. Do it. Let me just say, just try it. Just write down the things that you are so grateful for. Your health, your children, your children's health, your home, your parents, your support system, your friends, whatever it is. Just write it down and just sit in a moment of gratitude. And then create action. Growth and continual progress, I promise you, is essential to healing and feeling like you can move on. The longer you stay stagnant and in this icky, messy, just swamp of like victimhood and anger and lack of progression, the more you're going to feel like there is no hope. You are never going to get out of this. Do little things every single day to create some progress. Go to the gym, get a different job, start that freaking business, because you can now, okay? Create some sort of growth as you're growing and creating momentum and healing and in growth, and then being gratitude. That's where happiness actually is, okay? Number 3, write this down 1,000,000 times a day if you need to. Write, everything always works out for me. It's weird and almost creepy how obsessed the universe is with making sure that I'm okay and happy. Everything always works out, and it's true. Has the world ever burned down? No. You got this, girl. I know you can. You can do it.
Moving through a divorce is like navigating through the worst storm, like a tornado or a damn hurricane. There are days when you feel like you've made progress, good days, and then there are days when you're pulled back into the emotional whirlwind. The pain, the loneliness, the doubt, they all can be so overwhelming. But what I've learned, that it's okay to struggle. It's okay to feel lost. What's important is that you keep moving forward, no matter what, even if it's one small step at a time. Because healing isn't linear and it doesn't happen overnight. For me, healing began for real when I allowed myself to really feel everything. Feel the anger, the sadness, and the grief. I mean, days when I just couldn't eat, get out of bed, on days that I just didn't want to just be anymore, you know? I stopped trying to push it all away, and instead I faced it head on, and I also made sure to find strength in surrounding myself with supportive people and engaging in self-care whenever I could, and really rediscovering who I am outside of this marriage. And remember that this is your journey, and it's okay to take your time. There will be days when it feels impossible, but those are the days that build your strength. Remember, you are enough just as you are, and you deserve happiness and peace. Thank you so much for joining me today. And again, please like and subscribe and share my video with anyone who may need the encouragement today. If you're struggling, and just know that you're not alone, okay? I know it feels that way, but you're not alone. We're in this together, and together we will rise again. I'll see you in the next video.